something, unquote. The defendants in the motion on notice and comprehensive written address prayed for reliefs, including for the court to discharge him, which is a typical prayer in final written address in criminal matter. No doubt, the defendant clearly knew what he was doing by opting for final written address in form of motion/comprehensive written address in compliance with the order of this court made on the 27th day of October 2025. This will therefore be treated as the final written address of the defendant, and same have been treated and considered in their entirety. The defendant had also filed a notice of preliminary objection on the 16th day of October 2025. These two should be considered in the interest of justice, as the court having ordered that all preliminary objections will be determined in the judgments. Also, the preliminary objection filed on the 16th October 2025 is also considered thoroughly in these judgments. Another aspect of denial of fair hearing raised by the defendant is that he was misled into taking his plea in the charge. When the charge was read to be, when the charge was to be read to him, the court asked if he understood English. He responded that he did. When count 1 was read to him, he at first stated that he did not understand. The court ordered the registrar of the court to read the counts to him. He understood and took his plea. For the avoidance of doubt, I will reproduce part of the proceedings of 21st day of March 2025 when the plea of the defendant was taken. Registrar Nnamdi Kanu, do you understand and speak English language? Defendant, I do. Yes. Registrar, listening to the charge against you. Count 1. Registrar, after reading, do you understand count 1 I read to you? Defendant, I don't. Courts, take it again. Count 1. Registrar, after it, did you understand count 1 I read to you? Defendant, I do. Yes. Registrar, are you guilty or not guilty? Defendant, not guilty. Count 2. Defendant, do you understand count 2 I read to you? Defendant, I do. Registrar asked him, are you guilty or not? Defendant reacted, I'm not guilty. Count 3. Registrar read to him and asked him, defendant, do you understand count 3 I read to you? Defendant, I do. Registrar asked him, are you guilty or not? Defendant responded, I not guilty. Count 4. Registrar read and asked him, do you understand count 4 I read to you? Defendant responded, I do. Registrar asked him, are you guilty or not guilty? Defendant responded, not guilty. Count 5. Registrar read and asked him, do you understand count 5 that I read to you? Defendant responded, I do. Registrar, are you guilty or not? The defendant responded, not guilty. Count 8, now count 6. Registrar read and defendant, do you understand count 6 I read to you? Defendant said, I do. Registrar, are you guilty or not? The defendant responded, not guilty. Count 15, original 15, now count 7. Registrar read and said, defendant, do you understand count 7 I read to you? Defendant responded, I do. Registrar asked him, are you guilty or not? Defendant responded, not guilty. The defendant clearly understands English language, being an educated man. On that day, he had his counsel, including senior advocates such as Kanu Agabi, SN, representing him on that day. The court complied with the procedure of taking the plea of the defendant in accordance with section 271, 2 and 3 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, which provide us, one, the defendant